Welcome back, everybody, to NBA 2K26 MyNBA here on the channel, taking on the San Antonio Spurs in this one. Messed up my words right there. We're 32-15. They are 32-14. So these are two of the top teams in the Western Conference here, doing battle. Both of these teams, you got Victor Wembanyama going up against Darryn Peterson here again. The 2 seed and the 3 seed, you see, we're kind of all really connected here. These top, 6 seeds, really. Only a couple games separating all of us. And so far, this rebuild has gone pretty well for us, if I'm being entirely honest. Things are going pretty well here. We've been able to get this roster up and ready, competing within a year, which I do think is a pretty impressive accomplishment, honestly. But can we take on Wembanyama and this Spurs team? And Wemby gonna hit the shot right there, and that's gonna be the toughest thing, is defending that and then defending Wembanyama, and then really just getting the boards too. I felt like we do need to make an improvement at center. I just don't know if we're going to be in a position to do that necessarily. The trade market didn't really look all that appetizing for me. So there's a good chance we just, stick with what we got, roll with what we got instead of making a haphazard trade. So Peterson here, going to stop, pop for 3. Ties it up right there, 6-6. Last episode, he almost broke the rookie scoring record with him. I'm going to assume that he has the Kings rookie scoring record. I doubt anyone else would have it over him as he slams that one down, as we are now into March in real life, which means tournament going to start up here, which means a lot of people are probably going to get to see Darryn Peterson for the first time, right? That's when a lot of people start paying attention to college basketball. And again, we give up another corner 3. And De'Aaron Fox drives right by Michael Porter Jr. and just hits the transition midi. De'Aaron Fox right there playing very well. So we're going to get Peterson off a screen here, and he hits that one. I'm going to have to go into the playbook, I think, and get some more three-point plays into the playbook, just so I'm not running the same plays. And then Ben Simmons down low. He does play a little bit at center. We're probably going to change his positional designation. I would just kind of prefer him not to ever be at center. Maybe that worked in the Eastern Conference, but I certainly don't want that in the Western Conference. I think there's too many good bigs here that he can end up on. If we ever play the Nuggets or anything like that, that's not what I particularly want. So, but this game's still tied up here. Ben Simmons taking a free throw. This is where his game struggles, and he makes both of them, though. So 19-18. We take a 1-point lead off the Ben Simmons free throws. And Simmons, I'm enjoying Ben Simmons, actually, on this team. I feel like he fits perfectly for us. I've talked about potentially making him the starters. He makes that shot right there. I just think he works better as the second unit guy. Kind of gives us a little bit of a different look at that point guard position. Slams it down, his size, his ability at times to get some mismatches on some guys and do things like that. I really like that. So I think that works out for us. We got Darryn Peterson, not a corner 3, but comes off the screen, hits that one. 26-20 now. So we are doing pretty well here, but the Spurs team is not going to go away. They have so many great young players here. Harper for 3, gonna hit that one. I believe that's who that was. They just got so many great young players that it's hard to keep up with all of them, honestly. And granted, it's not forever because of, actually, I don't know, because NBA 2K doesn't have, like, the apron rules or anything like that in the game, which I guess that's either a good thing or a bad thing when you think about it, trying to figure that out. But they have Devin Vassell right there. He's able to hit the 3. We got a hand in the face. Didn't matter at all. 33-29 here, Jaden Ivey. No points yet. We just don't look to score for him too much. He's kind of more of a facilitator, as we missed that 3. De'Aaron Fox transition. We're trying to block off the transition, pass there. Instead, we end up giving a shot there to De'Aaron Fox. So, Spurs team proven tough, which I'm very happy with the fact that this slider set. Some things I don't like. It does feel like whether or not I get a hand in the face or not doesn't matter. But, truthfully, as Wemby makes that shot. That's basketball. You know what I mean? I know, like, maybe if you come from Park and you think, like, hey, I got a hand in the face, he should miss that shot, 9 times out of 10. But that's just not how basketball is, right? Sometimes it doesn't matter that you got your hand up. A guy's just going to make a shot. That's just the way it is. That's just the sport. A hand up helps. It doesn't guarantee that they're going to miss a shot. That's just not how it works. So I do kind of like that with this set as well, that, you know what, I feel like at times contests can be a little overrated. I think in the 2K community, I feel like, the Park community doesn't seem to realize that just because you got your hand up doesn't mean that a guy's going to miss the shot every time. That's not how it works. I have to say, our guys really do need to fight over these screens a little bit more. We're trailing by 10 here. We're going to get this ball up to Peterson. We're going to try to just not get blocked off there. We do. We take it into the heart of the defense, come back, hit that layup right there, cut it to an 8-point game. We got to defend here for one more possession. I would like to not go into halftime down double digits. I know it doesn't really matter that much, but we're going to go into halftime down by double. Again, like that. Sometimes guys just make shots. That's okay. That's basketball, right? Like, that's... How many times have you watched basketball and you see, hey, that guy had a really good, contest? Didn't matter. Guy still made the shot. Why? Because some guys are just shot makers and they make shots. And 53-40 right now. Things starting to get a little out of hand, I would say. We got to get this thing calmed down, and we got to find a big bucket right here. And Darryn Peterson says, have no fear. I am here to lead the way. And Darryn Peterson, for a rookie, I don't know if he can do this in real life, but in 2K, he has put this Kings team on his back. And he is going toe-to-toe with some really great teams here his rookie year. And we're going to drive in here, try to do something there. Nope, doesn't. That's fine. We'll kick it back out to Aldama. Hit the shot right there. That's one thing I do have to look forward with Peterson a little bit more, is giving him some more playmaking opportunities. But it's like, he's such a great offensive threat. It's almost like, it feels like a waste of a possession if we do that, right? So, there's that. So now we come here, drive, and get the layup and the foul. So there we go. And one. And, yeah. Very good stuff right there. Hit the free throw. 52-60. Fighting back in this game in the third quarter. Now we cut all the way to the fourth quarter here. 77-70 here. Again, it's just kind of this. They'd go up maybe close to 10, and then we would kind of cut it back, whittle it back down. Here's Keegan Murray for 3. Simmons finds him. Such an easy assist right there. We're trying to stay in this game, trying to stick with him a little bit here. Now, Michael Porter Jr., not much from him in this game, honestly, but Darryn Peterson for 3 hits that one. 38 points now for Peterson on the night, as we were trailing the Spurs by 3, trying to stay in this game. But again, back down again. 76-81. Wembanyama finds Stephen Castle, who's going to find Devin Vassell. And is it Vassell or Vassell? I feel like it's Vassell. But either way, we're almost down by 10 here. We're going to drive in here with Peterson. They forgot about him. And we're fighting to stay in this game. There's still more than enough time here. No need to panic. Ivy going to drive. Going to find Peterson for the corner 3 right there. That one's good. 86-81. We're fighting back here. Trying to stay in this game. Can we slow down Wembanyama with Maxine Reynaud? And I decided to start Reynaud in this game just because I think he has a little bit more size than Stewart. And I just have not enjoyed the play from Isaiah Stewart. And Reynaud able to get that rebound. Look at that outlet pass. Up to Peterson. That's a full court pass right there to Peterson. What a find by him. Now De'Aaron Fox going to drive in on Jaden Ivey. He can't get the shot to fall. Ivey with some great defense right there. Gets the rebound. Now pushing the ball up the court. Takes the mid-range jumper. Can't cash in. 83-86. No need to fear. We're still in this game. Wembanyama going to pass his ball. It gets stolen by Reynaud again. Or not again, but Reynaud having a hell of a fourth quarter right here. I think he might earn this starting center job, if I'm being entirely honest. And Porter Jr. for 3. Ties it up right there with 1:03 left. Great stuff right there. Now De'Aaron Fox driving in. Jaden Ivey trying to stay in front of him. He goes for the shot. Can't get the fall in. So now Jaden Ivey going to push the ball up the court after the Reynaud rebound off the Fox miss. Ivey going to stop, reset. We're going to call a play here for Peterson. We're going to put the ball in his hands. We're going to put the ball in the hands of a Spurs defender. That was a poor pass. Darryn Fox for 3. It rattles out. So now we got to be a little bit smarter here. And we're going to look for a play. Again, we want to get the ball here to Peterson. We get a screen right here. We're going to pop for 3. Why not? Let it fly. It drops in. 89-86 with 18.6 seconds left. They can hold the ball to get one last shot, or they can get a shot right away and then try to foul. Wembanyama going to drive in here. Goes up. Gets the shot to fall right in. 88-89. We don't mind that because that doesn't give them the lead. And then we're going to run maybe a second off the clock right there. They have to foul us one more time. And we're going to get this ball here. And maybe like half a second came off of the clock right there. Darryn Peterson going to the line. Can make this a 3-point game right here. Doesn't put the game away. They can still tie it up with a 3. But Peterson, one free throw away from putting this thing away. And he gets the shooter's bounce right there. 91-88, and now we just have to stop a 3 here. Wembanyama, that's a deep 2 he takes again, and this time we get the ball to Jaden Ivey, and that's a foul. We go to the line right here, and Ivey going to shoot this one, makes it. Again, can make it a 3-point game here. Wembanyama keeps taking 2s. But the Spurs are out of timeout. They got to go the full length of the court here. And Darryn Fox going to get to Robinson Earl. He rims out that 3. We pass the ball trying to get it up the court. Instead, it gets picked off. Doesn't matter. I don't think they got that shot off enough time anyways. But we are going to beat the Spurs here 93-90. What a game. And I have to say, this slider set is playing great. We're getting some fun games here. And Darryn Peterson goes for a 50-piece. Again, another 50-piece for Darryn Peterson here. Great game from him. Just absolutely sensational stuff. Ben Simmons was awesome for us as well. And yeah, love seeing that. But Isaiah Stewart, I mean, I thought he was going to give us a lot more than what he's given us. And then you see here Victor Wembanyama, 39-2. And then you see Darryn Fox, 26-7-1. He had a really good game. And then Stephen Castle with only 5 points, 1 for 5 from 3. They kind of struggled getting anyone else going for 3. So we get to the trade deadline. I just didn't find any trades I'd like to make. So when we come back, we're going to take on another top team in the Western Conference, or a team that people thought would be a top team. We're going to take on the Houston Rockets here. And you know, they look better than us on paper at least. So, but Jabari Smith Jr. has kind of been a disappointment as an NBA player. That offensive game has never developed, but you don't know what badges 2K has gifted him. So he might be an offensive player in 2K. I'm not sure. We'll get to find out. But when we come back, that's what we'll be taking on. And if you've been enjoying this series, why don't you hit that like button? Why don't you hit that subscribe button? I've been having a lot of fun making these videos again. I think this is what we're going to do for a while here. So if you've been enjoying it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys for more Sacramento Kings MyNBA. And I have another series I'm going to start up real soon. Bye.